my God. This child walked all the way from Delta State to Benin City. How many kilometers?
During my research, I found out that some of these children also, despite they are on the street of Benin, actually doing what they know how to do best, which is begging. You know, they are not really. Some of them are not really from Edo State. The fact that they are on the streets of Benin City begging, not all of them are from. They are actually indigenous of Edo State. And yes, that's what makes up our research.
Do you know where they are coming from? There are different locations where they migrated to Edo State.
Yeah, yes, of course, because I happened to I spoke to one or two of them. One actually told me he's a Yoruba boy, and he's from I think Kwara or Ogun State, one of those states. Then the other one is a Calabar boy also. He's not from Edo State. So that actually makes up my research, and I went further. I didn't stop there to actually interrogate them and to see why they actually took the pain of traveling all the way to come into Benin.
Did you find out how they came to Benin? Through what transportation? Somebody must have brought them here.
Yes, I did that. Interestingly, one of the young kids on the streets actually was very bold about how he came to Benin. You know, he said he followed the truck. You know, he just woke up one day and told himself that there's need for him to actually go to the street and make money for himself. So he followed the truck that was on the highway. He traveled all the way with the truck, and he found himself in Benin. And that's, if you ask me, that's home away from, you know. So this is a makeup thing. Some of them are on the streets intentionally, while some are on the street of no fault of theirs. So
okay, they are here with us now. Can you please help me? What's your name? Wisdom.
Speak out.
You are from
Speak
where?
out.
Huh? Okay. So
my parents are in Port Harcourt.
Your parents are in Port Harcourt? Yes. You came to Benin through who?
No? I came by myself.
Through what transportation?
Through what means? How you take come Benin? Where can carry you come? Where do you enter come here? Okay, motor. You just wake up, enter motor, or how you find yourself inside the motor?
Yeah, one day my fourth brother go pick money. I don't know if I take money. Go check money. Cause my father don't want me serve at and say anytime if my brother bring money come as man tell him for me at jail. The guy they call bring money come as me no call tell my father. I asked him if I check the money and that is 1,000. He told me that he saw it in court and then he picked it up. And I call as I say. He just, you know, as I said, just say, I got to take this money. He told me yes. I have followed him at 8 in the morning. After 8 in the morning, then I went to school the other day. Then I was at home. I followed my mother quick. After cooking, I wanted to sleep. Then I saw him and his teacher came home, and the teacher now started saying that where is the person that they took the money from? Now go and show them. The people that used to send us, they stole money, 7,500. So after that day, my father and I came back from work. And I started acting like he did not know anything about it. So my father now tell my brother to enter inside. I told him that I don't want to do anything. When he entered inside, he flogged him and he roasted him on fire. And I told me I should enter inside, I should go and clean the blood, I should go and sweep the ground, I did not going to do me anything. I was afraid to enter inside. And I entered inside the house, and I locked the outside door. Then as I wanted to sweep the ground, he now knocked the door. He said I should open the door. So I opened it. Then I entered inside. I started dragged me inside. He dragged me inside. I hold the door. I hold the wood by the side. I hold it. He dragged my mother and I started begging me, refused until he now left me. Then the other day, the people that I stole the money from, they now began to tell you something. I did not know what they are telling you. Then I came to that day. I was washing my clothes. I said I should carry this bag and follow him to work. And if I come, I go to wash my clothes. When I reach the work, I drop it, but I said I should stay until he close. So I now knew that if I reach, I was going to flog me. And I gave me money, I should go and buy food. And as I buy the food, I ate food, I gave my brother his own money. And I ran.
Oh, that's so. Oh my God! You came to Benin.
After 2 months, he catch me. That took me to, I said, I was going to cut my 2 legs. My mother begged, refused. You injure my mother. Then bite my ear. And after that, then caretaker, I came and called him. Now went outside, now locked the door. Then through window, I ran out. As I ran out, I went to Bayelsa. After Bayelsa, I now stayed with person for 6 months. And after that, I now went to Yenegua. I started struggling. I started packing dating in market. And I saved them and I came to Benin.
Jehovah. So, what are you doing now? Tell me like that. So, your mother, she said what when you left?
My father's number is with me. When I now call him, I see that my mother has born. And she has born girl, and she come back home. I refuse to go back.
You know, from the situation you went through in Akwa Ibom, and you went to Bayelsa and you stayed in Bayelsa for 6 months, right? It was from Bayelsa you came.
Husband used to work. He used to go to Nimbe, near beside Nimbe. He used to use speedboat to go and carry passengers and come back to home. We have one village we used to go and fish. After that, in December period, when I came back in town, my friend now said that I should follow them and join court. Even the person that I used to stay with, his child has joined court. I said that accusing me, that I should follow them and join court. So when I entered the court, when I entered, 3 days later in the night, when we are doing meeting, so people was citing us. So after we discussed what we discussed finish, and I went out, and I gone out. As I said I should come back, and I hearing the people that were around there said they should hold this one, they should hold this one. Then I went and called the other boy. I said that we should run there, catch some of our boys. Then the other one refused. Then I ran out. I entered another boat and went to the boy.
Okay, so right now we're trying to know the relationship between how you left Bayelsa or how you find yourself in Benin. Yes.
I wanted to go to Lagos. So my Sienna, that drove me, that stopped me. Ran about there. I said that they should stop me there. I don't know that it's Benin that I am in. And I went to Ted, I stayed in Ted until I have one man that is asking Mole. That took me to run about. Before I met some of the boys. For this one, they now met me.
What do you think your mom will be feeling right now?
She'll be feeling sad, she'll be painful.
Why don't you go back home? What? You're afraid to go back home because of your father? Because he promised to hurt you, right? He said he's going to do what to you if you come back home?
No, it's not a time that I'm going to do anything. He was begging me often that I should come back.
Why? Okay. If your father is not planning to do anything bad to you, why are you refusing to go back home?
I don't want to go back.
Why? Tell me your reason. If somebody said, I don't want to go back home, there must be a reason. Tell me. Your father scared you at the beginning, right? Right? But later he said he's not going to do any harm to you. Okay, why don't you go back home? Just take the transportation. Just like the way you did to Benin. Just take the same transportation and go back to your parents. Why? Tell me why. You have no reason? You just like the street where you are now. You like it? Where do you sleep?
Yeah.
Sleep in this compound
Night.
at night time. So in the morning you go to the street and go beg for money. What do you do?
I have place to sell. That's where I save the money to. I have that you like to sell banana.
Okay, you're selling banana. Then you are homeless, you don't have any place to sleep. There, somewhere like this, right? They pay you money where you sell banana.
She used to give us food morning and night.
Okay. How many of you guys are selling? Three. Three. Oh, three of you guys. So you didn't tell the woman to help you for a place. Maybe you can stay with her or look for an apartment for you. She don't want to help you guys with a place. You didn't ask her.
No, it's
Okay. So why you don't want to go back to your parents? You are scared, right?
I don't like the relationship my father and my mom will live. Sometimes they fight.
They fight. You don't like it, right? This is one of those things we call it childhood trauma. When parents are fighting in front of their children. Okay, and we go to you. What's your name?
My name is Usarie.
Osarie. Are you a Benin person? How come you are homeless? You are indigene of Edo State, Benin, you can say, right? Where are your parents?
My parents are two.
Okay, here in Benin.
Yes.
Okay, why are you homeless?
Me and my brother. They are 10 years old.
Mm.
They are 10 years old. I live with the home.
Mm.
Yeah, they 10 years are taking for us. They 10 years are taking for us. Me and my brother to be past me. I go one store like that. Go thief. Go carry trouble. My brother go carry me TV. And my boy go carry me go to inside the store. Go thief. Hey, go snatch. Go cash me. Go cash me. Go carry me go station. Go time I left for ground. Go carry me go station. I go road. Go carry go my house now. My brother go put it beat me. My brother go beg for Gary. My go and Gary me a drink. I go carry small Gary give him. My brother go look and say Gary make it for there. No, for he go to see how can Gary not tell him. Go beat me. See me I to see who I kill that Gary. Just now my brother I get that Gary. I go beat me. I go run comot again. Run comot again. I go make it. I go beg. One boy in the court yesterday. I teach me how to beg for make it. I go beg for make it. I go carry, I'm going to go carry apple and banana, go chop all of them, finish. I go catch us. They go stone, they knock our leg. I go carry go the Megi police station. After that, I go carry go that Staple Road. That police in this Staple Road, sir. Go that police. Go that. They go carry me go station, finish.
How old
10
were
years
you
old.
at that time?
10 years old.
10 years old. They took you to the station, police station. 10 years old. So what happened when you got there?
I went to the station, finish. They leave us. I stay in the street, I go like this. I stay in the street, I go like this. I don't know my father. They can't even go finish. They finish. They say it's me, my father. I say I know my father and mother again. My brother not stay with us, stay village. And my daddy stay with us. I know my father again, my brother again. I leave my brother. My brother don't grow now, don't go past me. They can't go Lagos. They go cheap person phone, cheap person money, we come back again. My brother now, third my brother they stay now.
You know your brother?
Yeah, I know my brother.
But your brother can still remember your parents?
No. My brother. My brother and I carry me come for us. My brother say he stay street now. Carry me come for us. Say me go thief. The first thing we go thief, I'm back up for our house. Back. First don't go church. Finish. Say me go thief the stove. And things me go sell. I go sell am. Finish. I do go promote. Go this go. Bitter leaf. Don't put food down. Say you don't come for church. You go show the food. I go carry go ask never be finish. The house never be finished. Then we go chop on, go kill the stove for there. At that time they come up for us.
No, just come out like that. So your parents didn't look for you guys.
I live four boys, no girls.
So the rest too, they are with your parents. So only
No,
two.
so they only go, so they you see another country.
Oh, Jehovah. So since then, you have been living in outside or homeless.
I asked her I live. That I think of orphanage. I don't move for orphanage finish. And they see for that I Guinness shoe for Papa. And I just see all this one. So I go ask you say I be street boy, I'm going to sell the street boy, I accept your water. The next day I did something to me sell the street for the street. I go to work together. I have to go to the side office. Go me small wish, only cost small wish. Go to say one place we go to airport and play na Junisagi. On Saturday, go meet Junisagi. One boy go call us, say Junisagi dey call us. I been walk close, I want to do Johnny boy. Johnny go meet Junisagi finish. I have to do Junisagi. Junisagi go food finish. Me call your office Saturday. In more you call office when you ask a question. Now airport.
In airport. So Junisagi enough help.
No airport.
Oh, they really help you guys. So, have you been contacting your brother, the other of your brothers?
My brother. Every time I go test hotels. I had this day, I go test hotels. See this time hotel. Now every time they see them, and they do trader work.
Okay. So, what are you planning to do for your life?
My life. I have to do my life because I want to learn work. To think about myself, I want to know work. I want to find a house to stay. I want to do thief again.
Are you still stealing people's property?
No, only that day, they shoot me high stomach with thief and go to Ampo. Then another street. And I'm going to beat other people thief.
Can you still remember the street where your parents were living at that time?
No, I've been in the street. I've been in the street and I feel in the street and I tell if you need to go out. I don't even know the house where it's at.
Because you left home a long time ago. How old are you now?
I'm 70 years.
Okay, 7 years ago you left home. Whew. Have you been attending school, any school?
I think the orphanage may I go. They take me for school. The orphanage, the food in the cook. The food carry popo take up this bolo soup. I take more for the place.
The food is terrible. It's not good. And you don't like the food. So you are getting good food outside now.
And let this see me there for you say banana. I see a give of food.
What about you? Have you been attending school? No. So you don't have any educational background now? No school? You have never stepped your foot into the school? No.
Not to school. I stopped in the 5.
Where did you attend the school? When you were still with your parents, right? This is a big problem. So what do you want to do with your life now? You want to go back to school?
Walk out. You are speaking, speak out.
So you want to go back to school. What career are you looking at in future?
I want to be a musician.
To be a musician? Can you sing now? You want to go learn how to sing? Can you sing now? You can sing?
Yes.
Like what sing?
Godly songs.
Yeah. Okay, sing to us. Maybe we'll be our artist today. Good. Good. Later we'll come and sing, okay? Just hold it there. Let's go with him. What's your name?
Israel.
Israel. Oh, that's a lovely name. Israel in Benin, right? Okay. Where are you from?
Delta.
Speak out.
You are from Delta?
Yes.
Where exactly in Delta?
In Ikete.
In Okay. What is that called?
It's a
Ketela.
place.
Yes.
It's a place inside Delta State.
It's a
It's
village.
a village kind of.
Okay. What makes you to come to Benin City? Ask me.
So, how you take home? What can bring you home?
I think my daddy money.
Talk come out now. They will beat you. They free.
Okay.
It don't reach 2 years. What's my daddy money? So the atrocity is one police woman. The police woman called catch me. You know, carry me go station. I lay beat me. The people who they are they say my baby my daddy. They go see help and bury. And that's me.
So,
My dad know my mommy know the story. My daddy. My mommy know. My mommy know deal with my mommy know the police woman. My daddy goes see my brother too. I'm not a sister.
You walk all the way from there.
No, talk come again.
I trip.
Oh my God. This child walked all the way from Delta State to Benin City. How many kilometers?
1 week.
1 week. You walked for 1 week from your village in Delta State to Benin City. Are you serious? I don't believe that. How can a young child like this walk for 5 days? 1 week. You said 1 week, right? So on your way, what happened?
It's not happen if I check, if I see small mini I would for car, if I see I could check back. Anyone was saying, in a biscuit or until I have one later. If I reach the river, I will wash my clothes like that and bath and continue.
So you didn't see anybody, farmers, any adults, or any person on your way before you arrived in Benin for 1 week journey?
Everywhere is bush.
Inside the forest?
It's only one mirror like this. The rest are this bush. I do not see us.
Did you travel with GPS?
I want to go before.
Huh?
It's Lagos I won't go before. Now Lagos I won't go before. So as I do work out with the house person, I don't reach Lagos. To say no. I want person, start where the pass go Lagos. Go say I go reach Benin first. Go see the continue. Just they go straight.
So the people you met on your way coming to Benin, they didn't say anything about your age, that you are too small to be walking inside the forest. They didn't say anything.
And that's what I come around with.
So you saw yourself in Benin City one day, right?
Na person who don't reach Benin, I cause one big signboard. The right welcome to Edo State. One people they do tipper sand. They come put me for motor reach Ajip. For my ship, I got to recovery.
Okay. Now, what do you want to do now with your life? What are you planning to do? That will take you away from the street.
I want to go to school.
You want to go to school?
I want to learn work.
You want to learn
If
work.
I finish school, I will not go to
What type of job are you looking at?
engineer.
Engineer? Oh, good work. So you want to be an engineer, and you want to be
Let me be an electrician.
electrician, and you? We have ambitious boys right here. Only you guys are homeless now. And how can we solve this problem? Never. We need the help of the government.
From the NGO angle of it, that's where I'll be coming in, because that's where my focus is. I believe that NGO can actually step in, which is something we have been doing as of now, because we know when NGO steps in, they are able to look thoroughly into their situation, and they are able to come in with sort of an intervention, which is the foremost stage of actually rehabilitating the street children. So they will come in with intervention and counsel them, which is another stage that they can also, step into. Then the last stage, which is reintegration. reintegrating these children back to the society involves providing shelter for these children, because when they have a safe roof over their head, they are able to think, they are able to act normal, and they are able to live the normal life that you and I are living. So from the deduced facts as to how we have been able to identify some of the street children and to the level where we are now, we believe that when the government also step in, because that's a big part, I believe when the government step in and actually look into the situation thoroughly, we can be able to make provisions for these children. And we know individual also in the society can also do something, because if you look at these children, some of them that we have here already have some sort of a bit support from the society in general. So I believe if we all look into the situation thoroughly and not shy away from it, we can all find a place to actually also help them. So that's my take on this part.
According to them, they said they want to go back to school, and at least
they want to become somebody. At the point, I still feel where they are coming from is not just enough to define their person. We know in one way or the other they must have had a rough past, which actually led them to the streets.
Yeah.
So, but we cannot just say that being that they are on the street right now, they cannot be reintegrated back. We need to do the needful. So I'm also using this opportunity to call on well-meaning Nigerians, individuals, strongly the government. You need to step into a situation like this and ensure that we're able to stop or curb these incessant street children on the streets of Benin City.
So those you have been working with over these years or months, tell us more about your experience. You said some of them used to have a leader.
The experience is fantastic. Why I had to use that word is because despite the fact that they are all from different backgrounds, different tribes, because they have found themselves on the streets, they now know that all they have or they've got is themselves. So they have to now unite. They have to now build a union within themselves, and sort of appoint a leadership. And more like if a fresh kid is coming into the streets, definitely he must have met other kids on the street. So when he comes in, he immediately blends, and he's shown the roof, he's shown the patterns, he's shown the ways of the street. So definitely there's already an echelon of leadership that is already created, whereby when these new kids come in, he just asks questions and he's told this is this person is that, and all that. So the leader actually calls the shot and actually makes sure that some of the proceedings they are having as street children, they are able to make a living out of their begging that they do every single day.
So their leader is responsible for this. He's the one recruiting them or showing them the way, right?
Yes, sort of, yes. I won't say recruit, because whatever led this child to the street is some actually have some peculiar situation, while some have similar situation. But the fact that you are on the street as a kid, and you find your way into the street life, you will definitely come across a group that are already existing in the street.
Yeah.
So what you have to do for the child, he or she will just blend, and then
What about the other child that you said they came to Benin and recruited some homeless children to Lagos?
That experience actually was in 2017, late 2017. I spotted some group of children which are around the street, and I interviewed them, and I got to know that some actually have some challenges situation, which actually caught my emotion as a humanitarian. So I stepped up by trying to gather them together and somehow put up a documentary to let the world know that these children exist and this is what they are going through. So from them I got to, I was introduced to one of the leaders who is always answering to some of the questions I'll have to get from some of the street children on the street, which I believe that period in 2017, I told them that towards the end of 2017, within our strength as an NGO personality, we are going to organize Christmas event for them in Benin. And we sat together and we're planning it, the leader and some of the young children, we came together and I wanted it to be very fun, to have this auras and all that, for them to feel live again. So I grouped the children into different groups, whereby some I had to make them, okay, I told some group, on that day you are going to dance, you on that day, this set is going to do game, then on that day we are going to do some presentation to also have as in for them to actually have a live back. So during that planning, actually from my own proceeds as a NGO person, I actually put in to organize the event. I actually paid for a cook, I paid for the venue that I want to use, which is at this National Museum. I paid for the setting spot that I'm going to organize this event for them. So 2 days to the event, something shocking actually happened. This very leader actually had an encounter with another street child whom I believe is not from Benin. He came in and informed this child that he should look for a group of children who are willing to relocate to Lagos for them to go there and make more money. For them to make more money, that Benin is no longer paying enough, so they have to actually relocate to Lagos. So how I got to know was that there was this other group, not few of them. One of them actually told me that, brother, you are here today. I know we are supposed to make some arrangement also, but I'm sorry that you can no longer see that our leader kind of, because right now as I'm talking to you, they're already on their way to Lagos. I was surprised. I wasn't discouraged, but I was really down at that moment because I put in so much for the event. So I started asking more questions. I said, what led to it? And that's when he told me that he got a better offer, a juicy offer to go to Lagos and beg. That Benin pays smaller, as in when they go out to beg, they get small money, they get small funds, but when they go to Lagos, they'll get more money. So I was also surprised, like, this guy that actually came, the child that actually came, did he actually come with a truck to want to move you guys? He said no, that he told them that they should follow a truck that is going to Lagos. They should just find a way inside and then
How old?
These children are within the range of, I think the oldest is 15. The oldest is 15.
So the leader, they used to identify him as the leader, or they call him by his name, or they call him Biaoga.
Well, it does.
Yes,
it really doesn't go in that form. But by them coming together, you will know when you ask a question. Some of them they are quick to actually point to him and say, he knows this, he knows that. There you have your story.
Okay, it's like he is the boss.
Yeah, somehow like well grounded,
more
street
mature.
life. Yes.
Yeah, more
Street
mature.
life, yes.
More experienced.
Somehow, yeah.
So, what do you think will be the solution to homelessness among all these children?
Well, the solution is not far from actually identifying the situation that actually prompted them to be on the streets. When you know the solution, when you know the the reason why they're on the street, so the solution becomes, easier. I want to look at it in this form. First and foremost, we have to address this issue of, family. When the family is not in good certain, definitely the children will suffer, abuse. They will suffer, neglect, and before you know it, the street becomes where they get the option or they get the better life. So if you look at it from our research, it actually took us back to the fact that some of these children, they are on the street because some of them, their family is not in good shape. So that actually also affected them somehow, and they're on the street. So we must tackle the root issue from the family setting. I often use this word. I said the product of the society that we have today is the offshoot of the family. If the family is in disarray, the family is not in good shape, what you get from the society is what you get.
Yes.
So these are, these
product
of our family,
society,
and they become the product of the society as at today. So if they are good, they are good for the society, and if they are bad, that's what you get. So this root cause and the solution to this is the family. So the family, we have to tackle it from the family.
So in order to address homelessness among all these children, we have to also address the root causes why they are here in the streets. You understand? We have to look at the family background. Because if you look at them, most of them, according to what they just said, it was family problem that led them to the streets. Like this one, he said the dad, and he was stealing because the parents allowed him to be stealing in the streets that led him to where he is today. And him, the same thing. They have the similar stories based on poverty in the family. So poverty is just the root causes of this homelessness. There's no other thing but poverty. And in order to address the poverty in the family, we can't just take all these children away and say we want to take care of them or help them. We have to make sure we reunite them with the family. And when we reunite them with the family, we should also make sure we first address the poverty in the family first. That is the only thing that can keep these children with their parents. If not, because even though you take them back home, now they're still living in the same condition, I guarantee you all these children, they come back to the streets. Like him, he said he don't know anything about his parents and where they live anymore. That would be a big problem. Do you think your brother, the other of your brother, will still remember where your parents were living before you guys left?
Yes.
He will remember.
Yes.
This your brother now. You are very sure he's on the street, and when we're able to trace him and know where he is, he can take you back to the house, right? He has a location of your house.
So how can we see your brother? He's older than you.
Yes.
How old is he? You are 17 and you are almost an adult age. Because adult age is 18. So he's 17. In a year time, you're going to be an adult. So then you can be working, maybe you can be working and be independent of yourself, because according to legitimate or legal age, he is supposed to be taking care of himself when he's 18 years old. Okay. And him, how old are you?
16.
16? Oh, you guys are, oh my God. How long have you been in the streets? 2 years now. You walked all the way from Beta to and you can sing. So Wisdom said he can really sing, and he's planning to see P Square some of these days, right? When will you come and perform? Bring your book, everything you want about P Square, the songs, bring it to us so that you perform. Then we'll send it to P Square. Okay. So now I'll give you guys money. You go eat, take it. You go use it to buy food and eat. Okay. So next week I'll book appointment with you guys